Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Vidya for Success.
Dear students, welcome to statistics. So, what is statistics? Is it mathematics? No, statistics is not mathematics. Statistics is a study that deals with the collection and analysis of data. So, here you will be collecting the data, not only collecting, you will be working on those data by using certain statistical techniques and tools, and you will be analyzing them. You will be thoroughly studying and you will be seeing what the data is telling us. It is mostly used to keep records, calculate probabilities, and provide knowledge. So, with the help of the knowledge, we can take up any decision. So, basically, I can say that statistics helps us to understand the world in a little bit better through numbers and other quantities or information. So, statistics will help us, will be just like a prism which will enlarge the way we see the entire world. So, as I said earlier, statistics is not mathematics, it is much more than mathematics. You can say that in the entire world, only data can be easily interpreted, or is exactly accurately we can say what is happening with a piece of data only with the statistical terms, not with mathematics. So, statistics is completely a different branch altogether. In statistics, in day to day life, we use it in different fields. They are used in almost all the fields. You cannot rule out any one field where statistics is not applicable. They are used in all the fields. So, statistics are used in fields like health, they are used in the field of sports, they are used in the field of safety to measure the earthquake, flood, such a thing. So, they are used in each and every places. So, let us go each one of them one by one. Here I am presenting you a statistical data showing you how the age composition of India is, how it is looking. Okay, so the age composition here. So this was the data taken in the year 2018. So out of around 1.3 billion population, the complete age group is not above 60 years. It's not also below certain 15 years. It is having certain categories. As you can notice here, the first bar, it indicates under a 15 age group. So how, what is the strength, population or strength? Around 27% of them, of the entire population, comes under around 15 years of age. Similarly, next is 26 years of percentage, they make up 15 to 29 years of age. Like that it goes on. So if you want to study the population, if you want to study the demography, if you want to study the census data, then which is going to help you out? Then the only tool that you can use is statistical tools. Next, always the business people or one who are investing a lot of money in the share stocks or else business entities, always they will be behind these GDP data. It is very crucial for them, it is very important for them, because these GDP data, they will measure in some ways how a country as a nation it is performing, whether economically a country is doing good, it is sounding good or no, that will be revealed with the help of these GDP numbers. So here I am presenting you the GDP numbers from 2012 to 1920. As you can see, there is a lot of fluctuations, up and downs. So in the year 2012 2013, the GDP is 17.49, as you can notice here. But very next year 13-14 it is 17.34, in 14-15 it went to 8.70. So there is a, what to say, ups and down. So if you want to study the data, what type of trend they are seeing, whether the trend is what to say, a cyclic one, or else it is a seasonal one. So in order to study all these things, you need statistical tools. That's why you will be studying statistics. Here I am presenting you consumer so how to say sentiments. Okay, how a particular family budget will be done. let us say that at home you are spending around 15,000 rupees every month for the house budget, in order to pay your home rent, in order to pay fuel, in order to pay electricity, health care, and each and everything. So, how are you going to spend each and every portion of your money, of your income? Savings, how much savings you're making, for fuel, how much you're paying, for entertainment, how much you're paying. So, each and everything. So, here you can see the breaking off of your complete investment. Okay, so this is also a very important thing. So if you want to manage your family, if you want to manage your financial affairs in a very good way, then you need to allocate funds at right proportion in a right place. So that can be done easily with the help of statistics. Next one, as I said earlier, statistics will be used in healthcare. So how statistics will be used in healthcare? Certain drugs and other types of medications are carefully formulated through data produced by a chemist with the help of use of chemistry as well as with the help of statistics. Now we are in the time of coronavirus. So we have gone through a lot of ups and downs day to day, as you can notice here in India right now. Now earlier there were just thousands or hundreds of tests conducted every day, but now we are moving towards 10 lakh tests per day. So an increase, we have built our capacities, and also earlier we were witnessing only hundreds or tens of coronavirus cases, but now it has gone up. It has almost reached thousands. So by going through all this data, we can say in the month of so and so, in the month of so and so, there will be huge coronavirus cases. So here you need to keep track of the data. What is the number of confirmed cases, recovered cases, deaths, how many have happened, active cases. In order to study that, we will be using statistical tools. And also, while coming up a new vaccination, you cannot produce vaccination in one single day, and you cannot administer it to all of the citizens. So that is what is a sacred process. It takes lot of time. At the time of testing the drug, you will go through certain hypotheses. You will be using certain statistical methodologies to study each and everything. So again, statistics is used in the healthcare sector as well. Next, very recently last year, Australia, they witnessed a very bad bushfire incident. A lot of animals they died, and a lot of casualties, homes were burnt out, forest fire, a lot of things happened. So here I'm showing you a complete a graphical picture indicating the intensity of forest fire. So the dark red marks, they indicate that there is a heavy bushfire. There is a low intensity here. So weather forecasting will be usually done with the help of the statistical tools. Statistical models will be built, and they will help us to predict what will be tomorrow's weather, or a day before, a day after tomorrow's, or else after 10 days what is going to happen, which will help to give in advance caution to the people to go to safety. And then sometimes these data will also help agricultural sector, they will help farmers to decide which particular crop to cultivate. So statistics is playing a very important role. Next, let us come to the Bollywood film industry. So every year hundreds together films will be released. So if you want to keep track of all these films, which particular film hit the box office, which made a lot of money, or if you want to look into all these terms, then again statistics will help you. For example, last year Kabir Singh was the top film. It made around 276.34 crores. The second is Uri, followed by Bharat, next Mission Mangal, Total Dhamal. So if you want to study data, if you want to study money, so then again you need to consider statistics. Followed by another beautiful thing, our cool captain MS Dhoni. He recently retired. We refer him a special person. Among all the captains, he is on the top. Why he is referred as a top? Because under his leadership, we have won all the three varieties of World Cups. That is T20 World Cup, ODI World Cup, and Champions Trophy. And we can see here the data are collected. What is statistics? You are going to collect the data, you need to work on the data, and you will be analyzing them, you will be coming with a conclusion. So please notice here, so these are all the datas. They will be saying a lot of things. Whether the person data said statistics is very important in the field of sports, because in the world of sports, statistics is the main tool used to measure an athletic's level of skill and tendency, whether he is doing good or not, whether he is out of his track record performance or not, whether we want to hold him back or not. All these things, how we are going to judge, it all depends upon the statistics, upon the data what have been compiled. Next, let me take you back to our own history of Mahabharata. So 18-day war was fought between Pandavas and Kauravas. Now let us come to the terms of statistics, numbers. Let us talk about numbers, beautiful numbers. Pandavas had around 7 Akshoini Sena. Kauravas had 11 Akshoini Sena. What is meant by 1 Akshoini? So 1 Akshoini Sena will be having 21,870 chariots. It will be having 21,870 elephants. Added to that, it will be having 65,610 horses. And added to this, 1,09,350 foot soldiers will be there. All of this in only 1 Akshoini. So then imagine what will be the strength in 7 Akshoini Sena, or else 11 Akshoini Sena, or else total both Pandavas and Kauravas including 18 Akshoini Sena. What will be the strength of both chariots, elephants, horses, foot soldiers? Immense. So statistics is not a new phenomena. It is there from ages. When humans started measuring, when he started counting, comparing, from then this field started developing. So it is not a new phenomena. Talking about the origin and development statistics. So statistics is not a new concept for us. It is there from ages. But earlier we were not giving that much importance, but now because of the high value of the data, now we are giving a lot of importance. All these companies, as you can notice, all the very good companies, Reliance or whatever the companies, once you visit their stores, they will be collecting your phone numbers, they will be collecting each and every data. Why they are collecting? Because data is very important. They are the fuel for newer economy. That's why data are important. So we started studying these data, these statistics, not now. It is an age-old process. Okay. So what is statistics? This word statistics, it is derived from different languages. From Latin, statistics is derived from the word status. And from Italian, it is derived from the word statista. From Germany, it is derived from the word statistique. And from French, it is derived from the word statistique. But all these terms, they mean only one thing. It means political state. What is political going to do here in statistics? Earlier, kings were there, emperors were there. They were managing their kingdom. They were collecting tax. They were making certain expenditures. They were conducting trades, exports. They were managing their lands. They were managing people. So how all these things can be done? Only when you have data, when you have collected data, when you work on them, then you can do this. Then you can manage your nation, or else highly impossible. You can't do that. So statistics, they might be derived from different languages, different names, but all of them converge to one particular meaning. It means political state. Next, statistics is not a new terminology altogether to India as well. For Indian subcontinent, statistics, it started way behind from the age of Chandragupta Maurya. Because we will be getting certain scriptings, it has mentioned that even in his period, he started collecting data. He worked on the data, because of which his empire managed the day-to-day affairs in a very beautiful way. So Chandragupta Maurya he also used statistical technologies or techniques to manage the day-to-day affairs, or to manage the people, to manage the entire empire. So coming to another important thing, who is the father of statistics? There are too many people who have immensely contributed to the field of statistics. For example, James Bernoulli, Lapsley, Gauss, De Moivre, Sir Francis, too many people. But among all of them, one is very important. He is none other than Sir Ronald A. Fisher. So Sir Ronald A. Fisher is referred as father of statistics. Okay, then who is the father of statistics for Indian context, for India? He is none other than Prashanta Chandra Mahalanobis. So he is the father of Indian statistics. He is the one who devised census for India, who is the one who founded Indian Statistical Institute. So because of his great contribution, we are having a very good 5-year planning so far, but now it has been removed. And because of this vision, the Statistical Institute of India Institute, every year they will be coming up with economic policies. They will be devising newer policies, newer framework, so that our country can become a developed nation. He has greatly contributed to the field of statistics. Okay, so this is the origin, and also you can refer it as development of statistics. Thank you.